So Adam, to start off this interview, do you want to introduce who you are and what your company is?
Hi, I'm Adam with the Vine Depth Swimming Pools out of Waterville, Ohio. I'm serving the greater Toledo area.
All right. And what has your experience like been so far working with Acquisition?
It's been great, to be honest. I don't really know what I expected coming in, but my growth from when I started with them until this point has been more than I've ever achieved by myself. And the biggest thing that you guys have done for me is just set me down that marketing pathway. I didn't have to figure any of that out. You guys kind of laid out the pathway for me to follow. And that made it really easy because when I had started getting into the whole marketing thing, I've always been kind of a do-it-yourselfer, go-getter. And then when I started researching all this, I'm not getting any younger, and it just seemed like another skill that I needed to learn that I didn't want to learn at the end of the day, nor did I really enjoy that aspect of it. Um, so you guys set me up on a really nice pathway. And honestly, I've done nothing but grow since I started with you guys. And at a reasonable rate too. It hasn't been so astronomical that I couldn't keep up and try to like curate my systems to keep up with the growth. So it's been really nice on my side and then pretty much exactly what I was kind of hoping for, like at the back end.
And out of all the things, also that's very nice to hear. Out of all the things that you mentioned or stuff that you haven't mentioned, what has been the most useful service to you so far that we've offered in terms of closing deals?
Just creating the system at the front end for me was super monumental. Because even if I would have figured out how to hypothetically market myself, I probably would have never implemented the system such as the CRM and things of that nature. So it had just become another cluttered aspect of my business that I had to try to organize at the back end. So I really like the fact that it was curated at the beginning for me, and there wasn't a whole lot of confusion. And if I was confused about something, you guys were right there to kind of help me through it, whether that was text message or jumping on, the video calls.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want you to be completely honest for this next question. So obviously not all services are perfect, but what if there was one thing about the service that you could change, some of the ads or the processes or the follow-ups, do you know that what that would be?
Um, and the only thing I would really change, and we had discussions about this before, and I feel like it's really hard. Is just like the prequel, and I feel like no matter what you do, it's hard to pre-qualify people, and for a multitude of reasons. I feel like a lot of people say they can afford something when they really can't. At the back end, so even if they were qualified, once the reality hits them, that qualification kind of goes out the window. But to me, that's pretty marginal because I have a constant flow of calls coming in, whether that's from the marketing that I have with you guys, or even like my established stuff like my websites already, or just my phone number from referrals and stuff like that. I've stayed. To be honest, I'm overbooked this year, so I just sold another pool like an idiot and just like stacked that work even harder on myself this year. So that's kind of where we're at. I have four pools to build in August, and that's gonna be one hell of a month for me. So
Yeah, I could only imagine, but busy's good, and
yeah,
I'm really happy to hear that you've exceeded your goals. But last question here, what would you say to someone who is on the fence with maybe working with acquisition?
just jump in and try it. I feel like the biggest thing for people when it comes to marketing is just spending that money on something that's not liquid, right? It's kind of a concept at the beginning, and you're hoping that that concept comes to fruition. But jumping into the marketing thing was the same experience as just jumping into the business for me. It was something that I haven't regretted up until this point, and has done nothing but help me grow and expand. That's on what I really wanted to do. So would just grow my business and not be an hourly employee at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
it's been going pretty good for me. Now it's just building those systems and making my processes better so I can handle all that influx, even with like the sales side. To be honest, I mean, there's service jobs, for example, like liner jobs. I've turned away liner jobs. I never used to turn away liner jobs because at a certain point, liners were like my go-to bread and butter, and I was like, if I could have 100 liner exchanges in a year, I wouldn't even build pools. I'm kind of on the flip side of that coin now. Like, I don't even want to bid the liners no more, and I just want the pools. Like at the end of the day, and it's been going pretty well on that aspect.
Well, that's fantastic to hear. Thank you so much for talking about your experience. I'll talk to you
Yeah, no
soon.
problem.
Yep. See ya.
Bye, Kent.